For this project, we will be making small gift boxes for our mothers. We can use them to hold a small gift or candy. This is a perfect surprise and easy to make. They will definitely show mom we care and appreciate all she does. The materials you will need are colored pencils or markers or any kind of coloring material you have available, scissors, a pencil, a glue stick, yarn or string, even a ribbon if you have it, but this is optional, and the printed template. You can either print it on white paper or print it on colored paper as I did. It just makes it a little bit more fun to have a different color background. To begin, we will take our template and begin cutting around the outline of the paper. We will not be cutting the flaps off. Please be careful when cutting around the outline, as we will need these flaps later on to keep our box together. So carefully cut around them. Do not cut the flaps. Make sure to remove those little tiny pieces as well that are attached to the flap because they will be obstructive later. Your printed template has letters on them. Mine didn't, but I just wrote them in. So these will have an X. These will have letters that match, because once we fold these pieces, we will be gluing them to the piece that has the matching letter. So this one has an A. I'm going to fold it. And this box has an A, so these will be glued together, and you will do that along the rest of your box. Okay, so first we're going to take our cutout and we're going to fold all the flaps in so we know the place we don't have to color, because otherwise we would be coloring in the back side of the flaps and nobody will see it since it will be glued to the inside of our box. So fold all the flaps in. And once you have that, now you will have an indicator of where you don't mark. You will turn it around and you can begin coloring in the spaces for your box and decorating it for mom. I would recommend drawing it in first with a pencil, and I would also suggest choosing images of things that your mom likes or her favorite things. And you can also write words or quotes or just a little phrase saying I love you or anything that you feel she would really admire or appreciate. You can go ahead and do that on the paper. And first, sketch it really lightly, and you can later go over it with colored pencils or markers. So one example I'm doing is coffee. My mom likes coffee, so I'm going to draw a little coffee mug. And you can pretty much draw anything you want for your mom, a drawing or letters or any design as well. You don't have to do a drawing. And make sure to draw the images going from the center out as I'm demonstrating here, because we want the pictures to be upright when the box is folded. So draw the images coming out from the center. And then the section where I'm drawing I love you will be the lid. So make sure to also be aware that that's going to be the top side of your box. And you can draw something very cute, or you can even write her name in. And then just continue filling in your drawings. Okay. So once you finish your drawings, you can then go ahead and color them in using markers, color pencils, or crayons, whatever you have on hand. I have markers, so I'm going to go ahead and just color it in, starting by the outline and then filling it in with color. You can do whatever you want, as I said, but this is how I'm doing it. If you want to copy along or do something similar, you can. But if you want to deviate and do whatever you want to do, that's perfectly fine as well. Okay, so I'm just going to color, 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 keep coloring and filling it in, making it look decorative and pretty for mom. Okay, and once I'm done, I will then take a glue stick and begin gluing the folds, right? But before I do that, we're going to fold the flaps once again to make sure that they're straight and they're pre-folded. And then once we're done folding the flaps, we're going to fold the squares in as well along the line. You can use your thumb to flatten it out a little bit more too, if you want to make them look even straighter and neat. So as I said, you're going to fold the squares in and then just continue to do that all around and then do it on the flap that would also be the lid. So we're doing all of them, fold along the lines. So once we have it already folded, we can go ahead and take our glue stick and begin to fold the flaps together. So as I said, we're going to glue flap A to square A, and you will do that for the other ones. So B to B, C to C, D to D. Okay, so I went ahead and glued it, and then I will attach them. And make sure to hold it for a few seconds just to make sure that the glue really sticks, because you don't want it to come undone while you're doing it. So then put glue, hold it, press, make sure it's really, really stuck together, and then you can go on to the next one. And you're going to do that all around until all your flaps on the base are connected, and this will make the bottom box and the lid will be on the top. Okay, so once that's done, you can go ahead and take a small gift or candy or anything you want to give to your mom, and you will place it inside the base of your box. I went ahead and made a little keychain, and I'm going to put it inside for her. And then you will take the flaps that are on the lid and you will fold them in to the box. Okay, you will fold them in, push them in. You don't need to glue. They will fit nice and neatly. Okay, and then you just push it in, make sure it's very nice and neat. And this is your finished box. If you're gonna add the ribbon or the yarn, you can go ahead and take it at this time, cut off a long piece. Then you will fold it halfway at the center point, and that will be at the bottom of your box, okay? So you will place it over your box, turn it around, twist the string or yarn, and then turn the box again, and then you will tie a nice little bow on the top. This will just make it look like a tiny little gift box, and it would be definitely cuter than if it were on its own. But if you want to give it on to mom like that on its own, that would be perfectly fine as well. So here you go. Here's your gift box.